Another beautiful day in the market today. Let's get into the intraday analysis and what clues the market has left us for tomorrow. At 8:36, I sent in my Discord, orange may be controlled selling. Keep that in mind when wait for the structure. If you missed the tapering break of the orange algorithm, I just said wait for the same controlled selling orange and black to repeat for buying continuation. As you can see, if you missed it, no problem. We created a micro head and shoulders to break out of the black with the yellow buying algorithm to push us up. Obviously, you got to protect that on the top of the yellow. At 9:16, since we've identified the selling algorithm black and orange, I said as long as we maintain in the black controlled selling algorithm, looking for buying continuation. 9:33, while we were waiting, we identified even more tapering with the red algorithm for even more confirmation to the upside. Once we broke out of the red would be the best time to scale in. As you can see out here, we tapered with the red algorithm. As we created an inverse head and shoulders with the right shoulder to be the liquidity grab to break us out. Obviously protect at the pink at high of day, and then I also protected on the tapering white algorithm. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You train your eyes to see the algorithms and identify the liquidity, you can't miss it. At 9:48, I said if we reject the top and taper more, this may be a play later, but don't force it, only on the break of the light blue. At 10 o'clock, identified even more tapering with the white algorithm, so I said in order to full size on puts, I would have to see a microstructure to break out. As you can see here, once we tested the bottom of the white algorithm and built a lot of liquidity, I said nothing has changed for the short. Wait till the break of the white algorithm. Once we created that shoulder to break us out of the white algorithm, the right shoulder grabbed all this liquidity that we built, which was beautiful on the way down. Once we broke out of the blue and the white algorithm, I also told my Discord to protect aggressive at pink 576 level and then also nurture your runners until the break of the orange selling algorithm. At 10:44, I identified the tapering green. In order to long this, we'd have to create a microstructure to break out of the green algorithm. But tapering takes time and we may need to see liquidity build. And at 11:46, I re-mentioned that the break of the green is still in play. We are creating a microstructure, wait for the breakout. Once we created this micro head and shoulder to break us out, you could have kept runners as long as we maintained in this white buying algorithm. Once we broke it, that's when you could have really cut your runners. Last trade of the day, I said same exact green and red controlled selling. If we can get a micro head and shoulders to break us out of the green, might be the last good trade of the day since we are at the end of the day scaled down and protect aggressive. You can see once we broke out of the green with the exact same controlled selling algorithm to push us up. But once we got that microstructure to break us up, you have to protect at the tapering white algorithm as we identified. As long as with the controlled buying algorithm was blue. I was done trading this. But if you stayed patient, the same exact controlled selling algorithm, green, repeated, and once it broke out, this could have been the last trade of the day. If you watched the end of Friday's video, I mentioned the gap down, as you see here, but you had to protect on the gap down because of this blue selling algorithm. In order to see selling continuation, I mentioned that we'd see the same exact controlled buying algorithms, pink, and then white algorithms repeating themselves. At 7:47 before market open, I also mentioned this in my Discord, wait for the same exact buying algorithms to repeat themselves. The bottom of the blue selling algorithm in order to get selling continuation. So if we see selling continuation tomorrow, look for the break of pink algorithm as long as with this tapering white algorithm. For this liquidity, we built a lot of liquidity right there, so if this wants to grab it, this will be a beautiful play. But don't force the short, let the short present itself, because as long as we maintain in this controlled buying algorithm, a push up even more, especially if the 5-day moving average travels down a little bit, we may reject the 5-day moving average. Wait for the rejection of the 5-day moving average to really short this if we reject it. For the long, nothing has changed. Wait for the 5-day moving average reclaim. If we start completing this micro cups and using 5-day moving average as support for the liquidity graph, but no need to force the long.